Yo. Welcome back to Kamen Rider Review, episode 361. We are here reviewing episodes 28, 30 to 30 of Kamen Rider Blade. So before we go into these episodes, the main reason why I want to take a break at this point is because this is the end of the second story arc. And I figured, seems like a nice place to go. And given the ending of episode 30, yeah, pretty good place to stop. So 28 wraps up kind of the whole thing. So the Tarantula Undead takes on Mitsuki, though Blade interferes. It has a rematch later on the episode, which Mitsuki actually defeats him, and basically he begs him, tells him, "Please seal me," and he does. And he walks off, and he's absent for the next couple episodes. He doesn't do much. A lot of this build to the fight, it's like once this fight's over, he has no role for the next two episodes. They do have one are undead in this episode. This is the Pecker Undead. Yes. The Pecker Undead is the penultimate of the Diamond Undead. Yes. This particular thing is here for like one episode and it's sealed. And then it pops up again in the opening episode of Decade, which I discussed already. The first episode of Rider War. Which I enjoyed. I still enjoyed that guy. I get people with a problem with it, but yeah. That's the last scene of that character. So, it's like, okay, so we take out two undeads in one episode. So, the Clover Undead at this point is only have one more to make his debut. And that's it. We do have debut of two undead in episode 29. One is the character Izumi, who is the Serpent Undead. And she's played by, get this, who played the Force Spear Windolin from Hurricaneger. You're like, okay, interesting. Did not expect her to be here. Of course, she's now 47 now. This is only like her second appearance in Kamen Rider. The last time was Mayome Katsura from Kamen Rider Agato, which that one she also appeared for a couple episodes. Because that came out, I think it was in 01, I think it was. I think Hurricaneger was 02? Yeah, 02. So you probably would think, like, is this after Hurricaneger wrapped up that she made this two-part guest star appearance? Or was this during, basically? No, yeah, this was afterwards. Yeah. So, yeah, she'll pop up here for these couple episodes. And that's it for her Kamen Rider appearances. Which is interesting to say the least. Mm-hmm. So, what about her appearances in Sentai? Well, after basically popping up as Wendolin, she popped up for the movie for Deca Ranger. And then she also popped up for Hurricaneger 10 years later. So she retired because she got married. That was pretty much basically the reason for it. She came out of retirement just for the Hurricaneger 10th anniversary movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking up right now. It's like basically she didn't do a lot per se as an actress. I mean, first she appeared in Nagato, then she appeared in Hurricaneger, appeared in some side theater stuff. I mean, she's mostly been retired since like 04, with the exception of her comeback in 2013. Yeah, she didn't do a lot for an actress. She probably makes basically a lot of royalties and from Hurricaneger. Yeah, that's probably what she probably still making a lot of royalties from that show. Yeah, presumably, because I'm sure probably she got some money from it, or the fact that her husband is basically taking care of her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we also have the Tortoise Undead here. He does not have he's not a human form here. And basically he's attacking somebody, and then the Serpent Undead just brings him in as basically a bodyguard. To basically to prevent the whole thing of the creation of another Jack, which basically in episode 30, Tachibana gets his own device, makes him basically his own Jack form, and they battle him, and then of course you also have Chalice have his own dumb subplot, which I was not a fan of this at all. Like, ooh, we have a doppelganger! A human doppelganger! Who's got a girlfriend named Michi? Yes. Which, Michi herself is only around for one episode, for these 2 episodes. And then never appears ever again. No, seriously, she never returns after this. She's just here for this 1 episode. Yeah. And it's all about teriyaki and this fish stuff. I was not a fan of this subplot at all. I thought this was kind of dumb. Because I thought this was just plain boring. So a lot of it I just skipped over. Even though I watched the episode, but I kept skipping over this plot. Because it did not seem interesting to me at all. I did like the stuff with Garon and Blade. Yeah, and Mitsuki himself is... Well, he's credited for being here, but I don't remember seeing him. He's like... I'm not sure he's doing much in these couple episodes. I don't think he does anything. Yeah. But I would say these 3 episodes, I enjoy 28. I think like 29, aside from the fact, yes, we get a good appearance here by a great actress playing an undead, with another undead here. So, hers is the serpent undead. Hers is the first of the diamond undead since episode 15. They do have one more make an appearance here, yes. Though he does not make appearance in the show until episode 41. Yes, there's one more, but it's going to take a while. So you think about it, like, is there any one of these ones basically finished? Well, Diamond is the first one of the category 2 to 10 that is completely finished. That's the only category that's finished here. Of the row of clubs, Heart is finished. They debut over them, and they pretty much were concealed. Also, they have this thing unveiled, episode 28. The Hajime, they say, oh, he's not human or undead. They call him by another alias, Joker. And he's like, don't call me that. They don't really don't go into it at all in 28, 29, 30. They don't go into it at all. It's like, he doesn't like to be called that for some reason. Yeah, also he suffers partial amnesia throughout this 2-parter. And at one point almost married Michi, and then he gets his sense, and then by the end of this 2-parter, where you have his counterpart dressed up as someone from Kabutak, one of the kid Metal Hero shows, which protecting Michi allows him to marry her because he loves her. Excuse me. Yeah. But after he defeats the Serpent Undead, which apparently is is a Queen Undead, apparently, category Queen, gives it to Garon, has him transform into his Jack form for the first time, and that's it. That's all kind of happens over the course of these 3 episodes, yes. But with that, like I said, I'm finished on break. So next time I see a Kamen Rider video won't be until Sunday, where I talk about the penultimate episode of Kamen Rider Zex. Yep, so yeah, that's pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. Well, since I'm on break, after I watch Skeleton Out of the World, basically it's going to be a special for the Undead Luck, and then start a brand new anime that's currently airing right now, which is very quick to get through, and then I'll start up another anime, okay? Be to next video. Bye.